Don't crash my stream when I go to switch the scene. Hey, it didn't crash my stream. What is up? This is now a musical. I'm just kidding. What is up? Hello Saturn, hello Neo. We're so back. Posture check, I got you. Check that posture. That's actually a good call. I was already in a bad posture, and we're just 5 minutes into this thing. Hello! Welcome back. Well, I mean, not really. Well, I mean, welcome back to you guys watching. Welcome back to me streaming, I guess. What is up, everybody? This is sick. We're like back and stuff, and we have a new agency, and I'm feeling reinvigorated to play RP-1 again, which is it's a hard thing, you know. So let's just get into it. Let's just get going. I understand all that. All right, I know how to play this damn game. We've been through here a couple of times. So I added some new mods, kind of. Not a lot of them, but we have something called RP-1 Full Thrust, I think it's called, which adds some kind of cool integrations that we can play around with. Mostly stuff that's like later on, to be honest. But we have some new stuff to play with. So yeah, I'm really excited. We are going to go absolutely sicko mode on these contracts, okay? Like, you guys aren't even ready for how sicko mode we're about to go. We are gonna go to space in about 12 seconds is my plan. Is there anything else I have to do? Maybe I should have kept that window. I don't think so. I guess I could take my first contracts. That would be a good idea. I'm a smart guy. First launch, Carmen line. Alright, let's do it. How is everybody doing? Shout out in chat. Shout out Saturn. Shout out Neo. Something we win. What's up? Welcome. Got a, This is very exciting for me. Like, I felt like I was very, I felt sad while I was gone. You know what I mean? I was like, damn. I'm not gonna be able to stream. Like, what is my life if I can't stream? Maybe that's depressing by itself, but... Alright. Yeah, so, like, this is all updated and stuff. Gone for a while. I know. I was back home for my birthday. Shout out. I am now a year older than I was. Haha. You thought I was gonna give you my actual age. That's new. That didn't used to be in the game. There's another early turbojet, it looks like. That's kind of cool. I don't know if that's useful at all, but that's something. Our birthdays are right next to each other. Hell yeah, buddy. Oh, there you go, dude. Yeah, mine was earlier this month, but I was back up home in this state that I'm from. Having a grand old time, so I was not here, unfortunately. But now we're like so back. Okay, that is. I'm trying to remember like how to play this right now. Maybe we want this stage to be 400. I think I want to go lighter with my sounding rockets this time. Maybe we can just put 1,000 and just. Actually, I also think I want to use the Araby instead. I think I want something like this. Isn't this kind of cute? Very demure kind of thing. Check that out. That is certainly a sounding rocket. We can move these in and tilt them out. Yeah, that looks something like a sounding rocket. That up. Oh yeah, use the F1 instead. That is such a great idea, Neo. Neo, I just you should make fun of Saturn quick, because look, he's not subbed anymore. Saturn has clearly given up on the cause. I'm just trolling. Do a little trolling. It's called. Let's get ourselves a little interstage ring. That's a little large. Let's go to 400. Yeah, that's... You kind of messed that one up, Neo. I can't lie, dude. Like, you had it there, and then... My subscription, what is this scam? That's very funny. Yeah, we're fun. Do you hop in the Just send me a text in the Discord. I'll give you a little refund. I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that. I'm mostly trolling. So do we want to go the Vernu route? That is the biggest question. We want to use that stupid engine, but it does give us a lot better capabilities. You know what? Someone once told me, if you ain't crying, you ain't trying. I mean, nobody ever told me that, but, you know. We'll give you another sub once he does moon landing 17 beers deep. Yeah, that's not happening. But nah, it's all good. Guess I kept my streak. I'm at 18 out of 20. Hell yeah, Saturn. Great job. That's sick. Chat, we are sounding it. Cool. Slight spin on that. Just over 2 tons. Now here's the question. This thing has way more delta V than we need it to. Do we think that it is better to make this little... Why don't we just have 6 renewed power boosters around the core? I mean, honestly, I was thinking about doing something a little wacky like that. Like that thought did cross my mind about like just making a kind of ridiculous first sounding rocket. But that doesn't seem like an amazing idea, to be honest. I mean, like, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're going to keep it in this weight class. We'll do the 2 to 3 ton range for this pad, I think. Just spin it really fucking fast so an engine out or two won't angle it. That is an option, certainly. I wouldn't know. I don't know if I'd call it a great option, but it certainly exists. How's the space program been going? It has not been going. We have... This is brand new. So, the answer to that question is not at all. Okay. Yeah, we'll add a little... Actually, no. I'm not going to do this. And I'll tell you why. Because this way, if it launches or it fails on the pad, then we can at least tell. Let's recolor this beat. Do we have any cool flags? I forgot to upload the flag, which kind of... Oh, no, I didn't. When did I do that? I don't remember doing that, but I guess that I did. Check this out, guys. This is cool. We have our logo on the rocket now. Shout out Saturn for this design, by the way. Oh, it's kind of sick. Wait, can I make them... Wait, up the depth. Yeah, I can make them kind of connect. Kind of. Okay, this might be the coolest thing I've ever seen. I mean, like, I'm not trying to be that guy, but you guys gotta admit, this is pretty freaking awesome. And then this is kind of the look of this, so we can also color these to be like beige, I guess. I guess that's not like the best look, but I don't hate it. I really don't hate it. Okay, this thing's ready. And we will name it Bopples. Shout out Bopples. Okay, let's make our launch pad here. First launch pad will be name. She be sounding on my rocket. Yeah. Cool. Did I just hit build or not? I don't know if I hit build there successfully. I'm back, bro. What are we doing? We're building sounding rockets right now. Shout out YouTube chat. I'm trying to be better about actually looking at YouTube chat. Dude, I can't believe I have more than one viewer right now. This is genuinely shocking to me. I thought I was going to come back and just have literally nothing. Oh, applicants. That's what I didn't. Okay, I'm building that. She be sounding my rocket till I engine failure. Failed to ignite. No, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. That's tragic. I'm sorry you failed to ignite. It's gotta be rough. We're gonna put the build rate on that all the way up, because there's literally no harm in doing it. And then we're also gonna hire some more researchers. Something like that. Cool. Let's get this done. All right. First sounding rocket flying out of the sounding launch site. Midwest of America had a tiny tornado outbreak? Really? Is it tornado season? I honestly don't know the answer to that. I forget when tornado season is. Also, I want to change this a little bit. I think that's slightly cooler. Alright, cool. Bobbles is ready. Let's tool this bitch. What's the tooling? It's here. Tool. Save. Launch. Understood. Tornado season is starting to dim down a bit. Gotcha. We're expecting a similar start today, but it moves south. Still have a lot of heavy rain. Terrible. Interesting. I did not know that. Yeah, I'm in the big FL, so I have to worry about hurricanes. Which, I mean, you know, isn't great, but I feel like tornadoes are kind of scarier. Maybe not. I guess they are. Okay. Anything else for us to do right now? No, not really. Let's go. Get this first sounding launch. If this is a success, Saturn has to prime sub. I don't make the rules. I really don't make them, but that's what the rules are. What are some of the worst things about games? They have Florida Man. Oh, don't even try and insult Florida Man. All right, Florida Man the GOAT. Florida Man is like a local superhero. Okay. All right, let's launch this B. Bobbles, you're going to space, or else you're not going to space and it's going to explode. So, kind of the two options here. All right. Let's check everything. We need that information. We need to be running these experiments. All right, guys. Give me a countdown. It's going to be delayed, so it's not really going to work. Give me a 3, and then once I see you guys say 3, I'm just going to launch. Okay, good enough. There we go. See, that was good timing, right? Like that did that work? Okay, guys. This engine has not failed yet. I don't know if any of you recall, the last time that we did our sounding rockets, it took us 4 tries to get to space. So, you know. Okay. See, like that. Yep, that is what I was referring to. Sub is taken until tomorrow. Okay, you're good, bro. It's okay. It wasn't successful anyway. All right, we're still gonna launch the second engine, but I don't think this guy's making it to space. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna be very stable. I don't think we're spinning quite fast enough. Oh, we also had an immediate performance loss. Okay, well, yeah. Is that what you're trying to say? I know, dude. We gotta get onto Rocket Twitter. I feel like I should range safety this realistically, but I'm just gonna let it do its thing. Get some flight data, you know? Type shit. So anyway, how's your guys' days been? I had an interview for a big boy job today, kind of. So that was exciting. Because, you know, as much as I'd like this to be my job, I don't think that's happening anytime soon. Let me tell you, folks. I have today off. Well, there you go. See, I picked the perfect day to stream. Totally wasn't that we didn't stream last night because my Wi-Fi died. And then not the day before because my air conditioning wasn't working. Putting off coding my game. Yo, shout out. I tried to make a game. It, didn't go amazing. I had some cool systems in it. I was going to try to make like a cryptid hunting game sort of thing. I don't know. I like cryptids a lot, so I thought that was kind of a fun idea. Okay, well, you know, we did launch technically. We got no science and we did not break the Kármán line though. So that's cool. Let's build another one. If we don't mind. If I do say so myself, kind of thing. Alright. Are there any changes we want to make about this? I don't think there's any changes we can make. It's just incredibly unreliable. But we knew that, you know? We really did know that. Oh, this is a percent failure instead of a percent success. That's interesting. Okay, anyway. Let's get Bopples. Well, okay. I should have renamed it to be Bopples too, but I didn't, so sucks to suck, I guess. All right. That'll be ready in 34 days. In the meantime, oh, I gotta hire a Kerbal. But I want to see if just adding a few. Yeah, I think you're incorrect. Hey, host, how we doing? Okay, we are gonna add a Kerbal. Who wants a Kerbal named after them? First one to type gets it. I do not play favoritism here. First, all right, Saturn was first. Gonna be a male pilot. I think we want to start them at like level. Let's go start at level Z. I actually don't know how this works in RP-1. Let's just start him at level 1, I guess. Okay, so if I do that, does that hire him? Oh, it also just doesn't work. Just renamed him. Alright, well that's not a thing. So never mind. Michael Diaz, I think that has to be it. Or Jaqueline Jenkins. Andriy Yolkin. I like Michael Diaz. Neil Lewis. Like Neil Armstrong, you know? That's kinda sick. Let's get Neil Lewis. Yeah, it turns out I can't create Kerbals. So that sucks. Alright, let's get our next rocket going. And our Shibi sounding on my rocket launchpad. Oh, we just got something done. Oh, we got the Mach 2 science done. Or the supersonic flight science done. Which means we can start building our X1 to start getting some of those contracts completed. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am very high energy today. Wait, oh my gosh, Bob will send a paragraph. Let me read it. Oh, that's cool, Bubbles. Yeah, I had a working version of my game. It just wasn't I don't know. I don't know if it was that I lost motivation, but it was just I really just was not feeling it for a bit. So I guess that means loss of motivation. Oh yeah, speaking of losses, that's going to be a performance loss on this engine, which is awesome. You know, the sucky thing is I really do this to myself. Like, I know how unreliable this engine is. I just, like, it is the most high-performance engine at the start. So, somewhere in my head, I'm like, oh, no, it'll be fine. Yeah, no, it won't. It's not going to be an issue. Playtest. It's mostly the playtesting and reading through my code 100 times. Yeah, I feel that. I definitely feel that. Yeah, I didn't mind an Unreal Engine. But I tried to use, like, the blueprint system. I wrote some code for it. But a lot of it I did with the blueprint system, which I really don't know how I feel about, because it's like, it's cool, but it very much does not feel like, I don't feel like I can troubleshoot it like I can normal code. Okay, so you guys remember what happened last time? Yeah, we're doing that again. We might get somewhat high here. Where's our ascent stats? Ascent stats. We need this. Oh, that's not what I wanted actually. Where is it? Atmosphere info. No. Grid info? Yeah, that's what I wanted. Me doing visual coding like that feels weirdly like it doesn't feel like fully valid, like I made it. It's just so good. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we're having great conversations, okay? Yeah, and I know what you mean about the visual coding thing. I don't know. Like, for some systems, I think it's really cool. Like, the animation integration with Unreal Engine 5, we actually might make it to space here. Like, doing the animation loops and stuff and behavior trees and stuff all visually, I think is really cool. But then some of the other stuff, less so. It's kind of how I feel. Yeah, we're actually gonna hit the Karman line here. That was slightly unexpected. Let me to physics. But yeah, no, I totally get what you mean, Saturn. It does feel like strangely cheap, even though like it's still coding. No, I totally know what you mean. Okay, guys, hooray, hooray in the chat. We actually broke the Karman line, and we're getting some science. Just don't even like saying game engine that much. I straight up have opted straight for jail or vault. Oh wow, that is That's ballsy of you. I don't think I could do that. Maybe we'll get a little game jam going in the Discord or something. That would be fun. I would lose, which is the best part. Because that means I get to play a bunch of cool, creative little games that I will not be able to compete with. It'd be perfect. Rocket reaches space. Oh, what a great screenshot. Look at that, guys. Time warp, and then it took the screenshot as the nose cone and the engine were half off the fuel tank. Ah, that's amazing. Okay. R&D. We want early tracking systems and the material science. We also want 10 more researchers. We also want to look at our leaders here. Oh yeah, right. It does add a bunch of other leaders as well. Are any of these cool? That sucks. That kinda sucks. Also kinda sucks. Pretty bad. That's not bad. I might actually take that one. Don't want that one. Don't want that one. He's interesting, but I don't think we want to. I think I'm going to take this one. A picture for him. Valentin Glutsko. But that's actually a pretty good, that's a pretty good perk there. I'm going to take that. So yeah, that's something Full Thrust adds. It adds some new peeps to play with, which is kind of cool. Alright. Let's take a gander. A propaganda. You know, like a propaganda. These nuts. You guys know what I mean? Yeah, you guys know what I mean. We'll take the sounding rocket difficult, because in theory this rocket can do this. If nothing fails. You guys just gotta tell me though, like, be honest, which one of you is putting a curse on my rockets? Because I know it's one of you. I know one of you, like, has a voodoo doll somewhere, and you're like, you know, I know what you're up to. Now, you're not as subtle as you think you are, let me tell you what. How much sounding payload do we need? 75. High pressure, tank type. Yeah, the fact that I can do this now is 75. So like that. Okay, cool. RP-1 designated so specifically you and only you have terrible engine performance. I think that's the only logical explanation. I think that's to be honest, be quite frank with you, I think that's a given. We are gonna add a kick stage to this, because I think that might actually be helpful. So I think it's worth it. We'll add a little bitty kick stage here. Okay. Oh, too tall now. Oh. Well, don't succeed. Cheat. Never mind, I don't think there's any way we can cheat this. Okay, well, scratch that idea. No kick stage after all. Okay, that's fine. Oh, gotta tool it. Can't forget to tool your shit, guys. Come on. Oh, yeah. I miss this music. We are straight vibing while launching Oppels number 3. Is there anything else we can be doing right now? We could be building our X-plane, which is probably worth getting started on. We're not going to put a bunch of resources into it. But we can get a lot of the early ones done. You guys aren't even ready for my plan with this. I have a... Well, I'll tell you what. It's actually pretty much the same plan that you guys were joking about me doing is what I'm doing for this, which is I'm going to add, like... You know what? It's easier if I just show you. So I'm orbit the sun and return to Earth. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, without a doubt. I have complete confidence in that. How do we feel about this idea, guys? Who needs an X-Plane engine? We don't. Payload. It's beautiful. I actually, like, you know, is it a bit of a meme? Yes. But will it work? I feel like it will. So this is my plan. Obviously, we're getting a little wacky with it, a little goofy even. But it's kind of awesome. So we're going to try it. Make this thing black. X-15 style. Sure, that's good. We're actually going to have to simulate this one, unfortunately. Because I really don't want to kill somebody. The penis ship always succeeds. Hey, this does not look anything like a penis yet. But, you know, we could make that happen. You guys know we've had some less than stellar experiences with our X-planes. So, we're going to keep things nice and simple this time is my plan. Not going to get too fancy. Just going to build a nice, simple X-plane. It would be kind of funny if we named it like X videos or something, though. Maybe we'll do. Okay, the T-tails have actually not been very good to us, so I don't think we're going to do a T-tail. Much as that pains me to say, because T-tails are just objectively kind of cool. I don't think it's a good idea. Just do some. Again, we're not getting too fancy with this, you know. This is just going to be a nice little, you know, X-plane first little experiment thing here, you know. We're not going too crazy here. But yeah, I mean, we could make it look like a penis. That's not a terrible idea. It's like, you know, everybody knows they go faster. Their nature's way of going as quick as possible. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Alright. Let's give this thing some big ass flaps. Oh. Something like that. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Do you guys hate it? Because I don't. I don't mind it one bit. Very aerodynamic they are. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to get at here. You know, I'm not making any dirty jokes. I'm just speaking facts. And if you guys can't accept that, then that's, you know, that's not on me. All right. Make these a little bit. We want to give them as much pitch authority as we can. Let's put our rudder on. Probably good enough. I know we actually want y'all on you. Alright, the wings. How do we make the wings? I don't mind the green. The green and black like this. That look terrible? I can't tell. I have no taste for this stuff, guys. I gotta be honest. So I'm kind of just gold wings. That's a little bit fancy. Orange wings. Nah, it's too in your face, you know. Oh, brown. Yeah, let's do brown wings. For sure, dude. For sure. And then we'll make these. Check this out, guys. I'm cooking here. And this one's gonna be black. Okay, that looks not good, but these could just be black, I guess. Well, no, maybe these are black with like brown details. Yeah, this looks pretty atrocious if I'm being honest, guys. But can we do this as like white and black or something? Yeah, add a little another color in there. What do we think here, guys? I need some feedback here, because I don't know if you guys can tell, but I don't really have a taste for this this sort of thing. Let's check our lift and all that stuff. Wow, look at that! Just happened to get it perfect the first time. I'm not trying to say I'm amazing, But I'm kind of the best, perhaps, maybe. All right, slap 2 of these on there. These do not need to be that big. We can also move this wing down. Probably something at some point. Yep. In. Get them back another click. Yep. Let's get ourselves a no gear. Okay, that actually looks close to being good. And then we'll just add a little parachute, just in case, you know, anything goes horribly wrong. We're gonna call it X Videos 1. Perfect. Alright, let's give this thing a simulation, shall we? Yeah, that's right. We be simulating our shit. What you gonna do about it? It is nighttime. That is not what I was hoping it would. Alright, air launch complete. Controls working. All 4 engines igniting, surprisingly. Never mind, we had an immediate performance loss. Which one is it? That one? Well, watch this. We just shut that one down. We don't need it, guys. Plasma gonna be pissed? Why is Plasma gonna be pissed? What'd I do to piss off Plasma? Gotta be honest, guys. This thing feels like it's slightly overbuilt for our first X-Plane. But I have a feeling that we'll be able to use it for a lot of other stuff. It actually controls, like, very nicely. How many Gs can we put? Quite a few. Controls well, even through the supersonic regime. Yeah, it's pretty good. Little roll, see if we can bring it down. We have good yaw authority. Yeah, guys. The Vernuk X-Plane seems to be working quite well. I do not like this white. I'm going to have to change that. But besides that, I think it's good. I'm not going to like try and land it or anything, because then like where's all the fun? You know what I mean? We need some suspense on the first flight. Alright, let's just make it brown. Like the rest. I don't think the white was a good choice. I got to, going good for sure. See? Look, that, guys, why can't you guys be more positive like this? You know, this is like, this is so positive. Alright, let's go to 30 degrees on these. Alright, I think it's ready. We can't build it because we have to modify the hangar, so let's do that. Then we're gonna throw this bitch into the air. Oh, we should also get our astronaut training on the mission type. Because if we forget that, I will be mad at myself. Astronauts? Training. Oh, training. Oh? Oh, I haven't unlocked it yet. That's fine. Okay. Efficiency X1. Complete that. It's going to take 2 days. Let's just get through that. And we'll get this thing on the old build queue. Oh yeah, I'm feeling groovy, I'm feeling whimsical. Can you guys tell I'm very whimsical today? Like I feel like my whimsy is coming through on stream. Maybe it isn't. Let's skip straight to Mach 2 science on this, because this thing's not throttleable at all. So we're just gonna skip to Mach 2, because I have a feeling we're gonna spend most of our time in that regime instead of Mach 1. Okay, so that's really funny that that entire title has to come up in this menu. She be sounded on my rocket type shit. We're still making money. We're still making money. Really. Cool. It'll take 260 days to build. But as we get more money, that's fine. We'll auto hire as well. Go to 29 reserve. I don't know. 1,000, I guess. Alright. She be sounding on my rocket number 3. See if we can, Saturn is here. You have a lot to feel whimsical about? Absolutely. Shout out Saturn. Alright, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, we're very inclusive here. Altitude sounding rocket. We need to reach 130 kilometers. That is the goal. That is the objective. Can we pull it off? I doubt it. I am whimsy. Oh, yeah. For sure, for sure, for sure. Okay. So, how are we feeling about this launch, guys? Let me gauge the chat real quick. Wait, can I do this? Wait, whoa, guys, let's wait. Guys, wait 1 second. Okay, we have a poll. Check that out. W or L. Give me a W, give me an L. What are you guys thinking? Look at that, guys. I'm using stream features. I'm so good at this. Okay, we have one W. Oh, we have two W's. That's good enough. All right, let's go. We're flying. We're in the air. The engine did not immediately explode. Shout out. That is amazing news. I mean, look at this. We're already up to 3,000 flight data on this engine because it's failed every time we've flown it. I mean, that's got to be a good thing, right? I mean, right? Why is my mech-jeb stuff not staying open? That's kind of annoying. I mean, it's a little bit nice, but it's kind of annoying. Oh my gosh, guys, we're actually I mean, okay, I'm not going to speak too soon here. I've learned my lesson here. But so far, I'm feeling very whimsical about this flight. We might be spinning a little bit fast. I can't lie. I may have spun those things a little bit quickly. It does seem. Yeah, we are spinning it like a lot. But that's fine, you know? The more you spin, the more you win. That's what my dad used to tell me. That sounded disturbing that I meant it to. Okay. Separate. Good ignition. Good ignition all around, guys. Holy shit, we're going to space. Hopefully we make it to 130. Okay, we seem to be processing slightly. And by slightly, I mean quite a bit. Okay, we are still processing. Okay. Okay. Okay, you can stop now. No, it's okay. You can, Okay. I don't think we're making it to 130 kilometers. But let's see. We still might. I don't think so, though. Yeah, we don't appear to be going up anymore. Yeah. Posture check. I got you. Man, that really sucks. We were doing really good there. I think we may have overpitched those fins a little bit. Aw, man! We're 9 kilometers away. Turning into a fidget spinner? I mean, basically, yeah. If I time warp, is this thing gonna... You know what? Just... Yeah, we're just gonna... Yeah, it's fine. It's chill. It's chill, guys. It's chill. Let's just transmit all that science and then be done with this. That is a depressing L. I was, That launch was actually going very well until the, let's call it the incident at the end. And the worst part is, it's actually even worse than it seems. Because the, obviously a lot of a rocket's performance comes when it's low on fuel, when its thrust weight is way higher and all that stuff. So we actually lost like way more performance than it might even seem like we did. So that's cool! But it's okay, guys. I'm not worried about it. I can tell you guys are worried. I can feel it. I can see that you guys are like super nervous that this isn't going to work out. But you guys are just wrong. Everything is going to be fine. Okay. Is that tilted? Okay, maybe we'll actually simulate this thing quick. Maybe that's, maybe we should have done that in the first place. What a fascinating concept, am I right? Alright. It did go great until it didn't. I agree with that statement fully. Okay, this seems to be spinning at a much more, shall we say, reasonable pace. It's still a little bit quick, though, isn't it? Man, you really have to angle those things lightly. I just said in it. What am I, British? Shoot me. Just kidding. Shout out all my British people. There's no British people in the chat. What am I saying? Okay, we can't really test this perfectly exact because I don't have failure zone. So we don't actually know when the penalty would have killed us. So I'm just going to wait till like 35 or something. Keep it somewhat realistic. Be like now. Okay. We do not seem to be processing nearly as much. Although, definitely not nothing. I mean, it's definitely not as bad. But I do feel that I should probably, still make it do it less. Yeah, you know, this is not ideal. If I'm being quite frank with you, and don't call me Shirley. Okay, run it back. Let's make adjustments to the design. We're gonna have to call this thing like the Baubles 2 now. The Baubles 2 now. So, do we think there's any efficacy to adding fins to the upper stage? Just some tiny little fins up there. I don't know. How small can we realistically make them? Obviously not that big. Like if we just did that, do we think there's any practicality to that? Do you think that actually adds any ability? How much delta V does it take off? 50 meters per second, so not much. Maybe we'll leave those there, and let's try to do another simulation here. Name it Saturn V. No! This is Baubles. Your name is attached to this. You're not getting away from your clear sabotage of the program, okay? That's just not happening. As much as you might try, there is no escaping what you have done to this program. I know you have a voodoo doll. I know you're sticking it with pins and needles. Everyone knows that. I think it's just time to, you know, say it how it is. Wow, that is so much better. Why is that so much better? Wow, yeah, that is ridiculously better. Okay, well, I guess that's our answer, folks. Huh. There's our 130 mark, and we're still got half the fuel left, more than half of the delta V left on this stage. So, this thing should be able to pretty much do everything. Why is that so much better? That makes me angry. I can't imagine these fins are doing much, but maybe they are. I don't know. I mean, there's 100, there's 200, there's 210. This is with 75 units of sounding payload on it as well. This thing's actually pretty capable. There's 250, 260, 267. Shout out, with sounding payload on board. Sure, why not? Well, whatever. I don't care. It works. Make them white and brown like the rest of them. Alright, well, it looks kind of stupid, but it works. Maybe, see, like, I don't want to adjust it and then accidentally have broken something. Maybe I go one more tick up, though. I can't tell if that's vertical or not, so I'm going to go back down. I just want to make sure it actually does spin. Okay, cool. Nothing to tool, nothing to change. Let's build it. You stopping at crude moon landing like the other one? No, not planning to. I kind of got burnt out in the last one, to be honest, but this one we are planning to take as long as we can take it. And we also, the cool thing about this one, which is the main difference between this and the last playthrough, is we have a lot of later game mods added now. Like we have some future technology mods and stuff. So, and they all have RP-1 configs for context. So, I think this is going to be a lot more fun this time. We have a lot more abilities to perform some very, very cool missions. So, hope that answered your question. That was a YouTube chat question. See, look guys, I paid attention to YouTube chat. I can't even see when it was sent. I can't see when that message was sent, so I have no idea how late I was, but I was probably pretty late. Is it stupid if it works when smart, but fails? What? I don't know what that means. So I'm just going to choose to ignore it. Alright, I should have renamed this the Baubles 2. Whatever. baubles for the... Is this the third or the fourth baubles launch? I don't know. When do we start working on our V2? Maybe when our X1's done being built? I don't know. Let's hope this doesn't fail. Here we go. We're flying the sky. I don't know if this is going to be a success, but we're gonna try to go to 130 kilometers. Guys, you gotta admit, I got the rhythm in me. Like, I got that music down in my soul. It turns electric, baby, when you turn it on. Type shit. Okay, we had a performance loss, but it happened pretty late. So I think we'll be fine. Yeah, I think we're gonna be okay. That's some interesting round textures down there. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. I mean, we saw this thing go like way higher than it needed to before, so I don't think we'll have any issues. Okay, don't hit it, please. Thank you. All right, let's wait for this Q penalty to go down. Stage. Okay, we're good, guys. That performance loss is not gonna make this fail. If it does, I will take a shot of 120 proof bourbon. I should not have said that. Oh yeah, Neo, by the way, that was my idea. I was going to say that the next one that adds a beer to the queue will combine with yours and make me take a shot of bourbon. 2 shots? Oh, please, no. That stuff seriously gets me so fucked up. Like, I think I'd be on the floor by then. What's our burn time? I never even looked at that. Oh, no, we're processing slightly. Oh, wow, we are overburning this by 20 seconds. Okay, well, I don't see anything else that could possibly go wrong. There's 110, 120. Let's just hit 130, please. Yes! Okay, mission success. Illegal to drink and drive. Nobody said anything about drink and fly. I mean, objectively that isn't true, but I appreciate the sentiment. It's 8 hours bottle to throttle in an aircraft. There's no legal limit for an aircraft, though. So, you could be completely fucked up 8 hours ago and then drink and go and fly, and that'd be totally legal. If you just take an 8-hour break. I feel like I could be drunk enough where 8 hours is not enough time for me to be able to fly an aircraft. Chug and ignite the engines. But you guys know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like 8 hours is actually enough for that regulation. Like, I feel like when I was at, like, one of my drunkest times, I don't think 8 hours would be enough to sober me out. Maybe there is also a legal limit. Maybe I'm just stupid. It happens, for sure. We need early science, for sure. Oh, we can get both. Let's get that, and then early tree. Very good. Staff. Definitely not enough. You have a hangover at least. Yeah, that's my opinion. Now, you know, that regulation I think is meant to be that it's like, you know, you can wear off having 1 beer the night before or whatever. But I feel like there's some wackiness there. Okay, we can do these contracts, but we're not going to yet. We will do that one once early tracking systems is done, which we want to prioritize. So, that being said, we can take this one and just do it. Just mostly for the science and stuff and the flight data. Because the sounding rockets really do not cost us anything to fly. So, that should be fine, I think. Okay. Is there anything we want to change about this? I don't think so. We don't have any better configs for either. Yeah, we don't. We'll soon. But to be honest, I really don't know. I mean, the next one's a bit more reliable, I guess. so maybe that's worth doing. Yeah. Alright, anyway. Let's just get let's rename it. Bobbles 2. Get this on the line. And then our X2 is also being worked, or X1 is being worked on right now. We need to hire some more researchers. Which makes me slightly question our auto hiring. 26 out of the amount we need. I think that's fine for now. I think we're going to focus on researchers. Let's go to 120 with a reserve of 1,000. She'd be sounding on my rocket. Will be done in 24 days. Our X1 videos is being built. That's good. We have a contract, which is also good. So, let's launch another sounding rocket. And I think after this, we'll probably design our V2 rocket. Alright. Well, it's a smooth start. We're doing pretty good on flight data here. We're up to nearly 5,000 on the... I don't know how to pronounce this. If someone can actually tell me how to I just call it the Vernuke. I don't think that's correct. It's probably the Vernuke or something like that. But I don't care. We're almost up to 5,000 flight data on that, which is nice. The Aero B, we're at 3,500. But the Aero B starts with better reliability, so they're pretty evenly reliable right now. Which is maybe a terrible thing. The fact that my second stage engine is the same reliability as one of the most unreliable engines in the game. But whatever. Alright, our goal for this contract is 180 kilometers, which should be a piece of cake, I would hope. By the way, Bobbles, if you're interested, we do have a Discord if you'd like to join. It's linked on the page, I think. It is. So, you know, that's an option. Also, guys, remember, we do have the sound alerts that you can fuck with me with. We have a decoupler sound, and I thought we had a couple other. If you were a billionaire, would you launch rockets? Absolutely. What else are you supposed to do? Right now, the paid ones are Markov. But the channel points one, I think we have a decoupler sound. Yeah, we do. Like this. Check this out. See, I can do this. See? Isn't that kind of cool? Okay, so it does still process a bit. I don't remember doing this lap when we simulated it, but I'm sure this is fine. Yeah, I gotta redo the sound alerts so they're not all Tarkov based. I kind of set it up with Tarkov in mind, and then I realized that it could also definitely be KSB. So, alright, there's our 180. Very good, even with the procession.
Oh no! Oh no!
Nothing's even going wrong.
Oh no!
Nothing went wrong. I mean, you know, I say that as my rocket currently looks like a fidget spinner. But, you know, nothing went terribly wrong. But no, maybe that was a appropriate usage of that, actually. Although we got the contract done, we got science. Nah, that come on, we got some better timing than that. All right, do we actually? Let's watch this one actually crash into the ground. I feel like that's kind of fun, since it does look like a missile. Okay, contract complete. Very good. We are doing quite well right now in terms of launch success. This is going way more smoothly than the last one did. Rep is coming up, which is fantastic. We have 7 science. Probably want to save it for the basic rocketry, I would guess. Avionics prototypes, yes, helpful, but not super needed right now. Supersonic flight. The X2 upgrade is nice to have. I think we'll hold on to the science for now. I don't think we have a real answer on what we're going to spend it on. Okay, 108 days on E. Let's look at our contracts here. Do we have another sounding one to do? Yeah, these have no rewards yet. So they can't do those. Oh yeah, we said we're going to build our V2. Let's build a Nazi rocket. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. New rocket. Type in chat if you want this rocket named after you. Maybe you don't want it named after you, seeing how the nature of this rocket, but, you know, let me know. Alright. I guess we'll just use the Model 39. I prefer to use another one of these. I guess that's not going to happen. I'll do it. Okay, something weird, I got you. We're going to call this the... Oh, I got to come up with a creative name now. The Bopple spacecraft has been unsuccessful. It has not! I mean, it's not been, like, amazing. But it's not been that unsuccessful. I mean, it's gotten contracts done. To be honest, using that engine, that's about the best success rate you can ask for. So, I wouldn't beat yourself up over it, you know? Okay. I set this to 6. It does not look like 6, are you sure? Oh no, I set it to 5. Okay, that explains it more. We actually have to make this slightly bigger. I mean, the Bopple spacecraft has accomplished a lot for us, you know. I'm concerned about that. I mean, you know, maybe it could have gone better, but you know, not everything works out in the first try. All right, let's clip these in so they don't look terrible. Extend them. I mean, they're still not gonna look great. That's all we really need for this. All right, we're gonna have the aluminum fuselage. Probably not, so we'll leave steel for now. Okay. This thing is like 12 tons, which I guess is about what we expected. The burn time is right on the money, which is good. Set this able to 12 tons, which is going to make it fat, just like me. Shout out. Put you on it. Is that the right size? Yeah, it is. Let's add ourselves a film camera. Let's throw a little structural piece up here. Something like that, and we'll throw our parachute on that. Okay. And let's go with green for this. I feel like we go like the military green. I think that's kind of a cool this one. And then maybe we give it like a, I don't know, a golden tip. Okay. Make these gold as well. I don't know. We're just having fun. Never expect any of my rockets to actually look good, guys. If you do, then that's your first mistake. Alright, we need 12.2 tons on you. Is this all we need? Is this everything? I'm trying to think. This might actually be everything. Maybe we want to move these down a little. Rotate them a tiny bit. Yeah, okay. And we will call it... I don't know. Shoot. Something we win. How do we name this after him? We gotta make it smart. Like, Bopple is easy. Just name it the Bopple. Winner. Nah, that's not good. Winner Mark 1. Sure. That's not my best work, guys, I know. I'm not very creative, apparently. Alright, let's throw some logo on it. Oh. Okay. No, I guess it's the logo. Up the depth. Sure. Okay. Alright, let's simulate this bee. I don't really know what can go wrong with this. It's kind of a very basic design, but, you know, find out. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's try it out. Okay, it's controllable. It's good. Let's see how high I can make it. Well, we also need to go downrange, so let's just run it through its paces. Okay. Yeah, I think this is fine. I think this is plenty. Yep, that's good. Vessel info, maybe? Surface info? Landing info? That wouldn't be that. Atmospheric info. Sense stats, that's what we do. Alright, there you go. We did the downrange distance, we did the altitude. Very good. Okay, this thing works. I don't know why I even bothered with that. We kind of already knew it was gonna work. Alright, next launch pad. Anybody got any name ideas? Let me know if you do. Let's tool this bitch. Let's make a new launch pad. Anybody got any cool name ideas? I'm trying to think right now. What if we called it... not a... Yeah, it doesn't work. I was gonna name it Nazi, but in an acronym, or in a... I guess it's not really an acronym. Well, I'll be making an acronym for Nazi. But I can't think of one. What word starts with Z? Not a zoo industry. Not a zoo industry. Sure. Why not? No, that's dumb. She be golden on my rod. Sure. Not very creative, you guys can't tell. Okay. We're gonna construct that launch pad and then we'll have our B2s launching at some point relatively soon. Alright. I think we're just waiting on that to build. I'm waiting on X1. So I think we're just gonna allow this to go. Let's train our man. Mission should take 9 days, and we will prep this for air launch, which will take 7 days. Alright, mission training has been completed. Let's make it daytime. Let's go to mission control, and let's have the contract for breaking the sound barrier. Just like that. Alright guys, this is a big one right now. We don't know if this is going to work out. Now, we could die. It's certainly possible. So let's try not to, shall we? Let's do it 200 kilometers away from the Space Center. Let's give them a shoot for sure. We all remember what happened to Gleb. Alright guys, the X1 videos is now launching. With our boy Neil, I forget his last name on it. What is his last name? Neil Lewis. Okay. We might have spawned ourselves a little bit too far away, but if we have to do an ocean landing, we can do that. Alright. Fire them up. Okay. All but one lit. Okay. We've had 2 failures. But look, we still have a positive thrust to weight, so it's fine. Guys, it's fine. You guys were getting so nervous, I could tell. But there's nothing to be nervous about. We may have immediately lost 2 engines, but, you know, that's why we have a rudder, silly. I'm going to give this more control, though, because I'm kind of terrified. Oh, yeah, look at this, guys. Totally under control. I can't believe you guys ever even doubted, really. Alright, let's try and get up. Okay, well, we have 1 left. Man, this went way better in the simulation. I mean, we got the contract done. But, I don't know if we're going to be making it back to the Space Center. Because we're going to be overburning this engine, like, in a... Oh my gosh, we have 17-second mean time between failure. How is this engine still running? 10 seconds? Okay, finally we had a failure. Okay, there we go. Alright. Well, looks like it's going to be a water landing for old Neil. So let's try not to botch this. This thing handles actually really well. Yeah, we are not close enough to glide. I should have spawned us way closer, but it's okay. You know what? We have a parachute. We have planned for all possible issues. You know, we're gonna be totally fine, guys. He has an ejection seat. I should have bound that to a key, but I didn't. But if it looks too sketchy, then we will abort. It's okay. We can get a little bit more deflection on these flaps. 30 degrees seems 31 degrees seems like plenty. Let's turn on our aerodynamic overlay here. Got plenty of lift. Look at that though. The flaps are making just as much lift as the wing is. I mean, not quite, but pretty close. It's kind of crazy. All right. I know I take a screenshot every time I do that. It's fine, guys. Guys, we're gonna be okay. I can feel the anxiousness from you guys right now. Let me just reassure you. Everything is gonna be fine. Neil has trained for these situations, okay? He is a professional. Okay, our flaps are stalling. F12 doesn't screenshot. I feel like Shift F12 might do something else, though. I don't trust you. Maybe I should trust you, but I'm a very suspicious person. I don't know. At least with me. Oh, okay. Well, we'll try that in a simulation. Just in case I am getting trolled, which is always possible. And if you were doing that, then I would not blame you. That'd be quite funny. Okay. We should probably just pull the parachute here. But I want to get us as slow as possible. So I'm going to try and rest it at like 100 meters. Maybe 200 meters. And then just try and kill off our speed. And then pull the parachute. It's my plan. I'm hoping the parachute has enough force to stop this thing. That would be cool. Okay, how much can we deflect these without them stalling us? I'll tell you what. This thing actually flies like really nicely. Like these are deflected 29 degrees and they're not stalled yet. I mean, I guess we're still going half the speed of sound, but you know. Still kind of impressive. Okay, so they do stall at once we get a higher AOA, which makes sense. What kind of angle attack can we hold? So yeah, I mean, we could comfortably land at like 110 meters per second-ish. So that's not very slow, but it's something. Alright, pitch up, and pull the chute. Pull the chute. There we go. And we're just going to try and hold it like this. Turn off fly-by-wire. Just let it... Just want to pitch up. Okay. That's a little bit fast. Please don't kill Neil. Please don't kill him. Please don't kill him. Please don't kill him. Please don't kill him. Okay. We lost 2 engines. But... And Neil might be drowning. But he lived.
Oh no!
Yeah, right.
Oh no!
Yeah, right. Use your alerts all you want. We succeeded. That is such a funny picture. The 1 out of 4 engines. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. I don't know if I could confidently call that a complete success, but it definitely wasn't like a complete failure. So, you know. Okay, so let's replace these engines because we lost some of them. All right, just like that. It's gonna take supposedly 67 days. I don't think that's true. Should have had one more Vanuc trust. No. Although we could have had one in the middle. That is true. Oh my gosh, it's actually gonna take 57 days to put the engines back on that thing. Man, maybe the Vanuc isn't the play. Alright, well anyway. I think we're just gonna let this tick because we need this to complete. We're auto hiring researchers. I don't think we have much else to be doing right now. So let's get that launch pad done and we'll get our B2 building. Let's get that started. Where is it at? Air Mark 1. Oh, we don't have the funds. So, alright, well. Back out of this for a second. Alright, let's auto hire, same thing, but leave ourselves 1500 now instead. And let's just warp until we have enough to do that. So now. Guys, I don't know about y'all, but I'm feeling pretty damn good. I'm feeling like we're doing pretty damn well right now. I gotta be honest with you. Like, we might be the next NASA. That's all I'm saying, you know? I mean, like, maybe it isn't true. But I think it's definitely true. Okay. Yeah. Build this thing. Wrong launch. Golden on my rod. Okay. We have that now constructing. Let me just say quickly, while we're in a bit of downtime, thank you all so much for being here. It honestly does mean the world to me. I was genuinely very nervous when I came back that I would have no viewers. So, this is a very pleasant surprise. So, thank you all so much for being here. We need engineers. Maybe we wait. Yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna do one more X1 flight, and then we're gonna steal those engineers and start putting more to here. So we'll take these engineers off. Just leave like 6. Start some on there, and then we're gonna do our auto hire here. And leave ourselves 2,500. The reason I'm doing that is because then I can manually add researchers as we go. Okay. So that is ready. Once Neil is ready, we'll start training him on that. And then let's quickly design our space biological turn mission. Yeah, this one. Let's do that. Oh yeah, NASA, they ring my line all the time. They're like, how do we go to Mars? And I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why they keep asking me because I never give them answers. Okay. Need biological capsule. And then we also need change this a bit. Do we think that parachute is strong enough to descend this whole bit? Probably. Let's just assume the answer is yes. This does not need all that. I guess we can put some new avionics on it too. May as well. We can tool that. And let's get this bee building. Oh, wrong launch pad. Okay. Let's get this bee building. Awesome. So yeah, we're gonna do one more X1 launch here, and then we're gonna take a small break from them. Some other stuff. We can do this very easily, actually. Let's prep you for air launch. We're doing training. This is building. This is building. Look at this, guys. Doing it all. Oh, that's not going to be done for 20 minutes. Well, I guess we're not really in a rush for that. That's fine. Hey, something happened. What's happened? Unexpected Doff is now following. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay. The next X videos one watch is time. So let's do this like 100 kilometers away this time. Just because I feel like the whole doing it further was a bad idea. Oh, unexpected. Are you the guy from that I was playing CS with? Probably is. Yep. Hey, what's good? Alright. See how many of them light. Okay. Hey, we had 3 this time. That's better than last time. Okay, so I hate to give Neo credit because I hate Neo. I'm just kidding, Neo. But I hate the fact that this is like working. But the whole adding a bunch of these engines is really not bad because what it does for us is it lets us get a shit ton of flight data on an engine that we actually are using. Like the flight data on these is going up insanely fast, especially when we have failures. So it's kind of a unfortunately good idea. It kind of makes me angry. Because I don't want Neo to be correct about these things. But I gotta give it to him. It's a good idea. Alright, we're getting our Mach 2 science. We're gonna shut down one of these engines. Because we don't actually want to get too fast, which looks like is what's going to happen. We may deploy these flaps a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. We really do not want to get too quick here. And we can't throttle these engines, obviously. So, alright, maybe all the way. Maybe we'll just throw the flaps out completely. There we go, look at that. We can hold a constant speed. Oh, we also had a performance loss. That makes more sense. Check this beauty out. Alright, well, we can put in a notch of flaps there because we are going a little bit quick. Okay. And the engines both just failed for... Alright. Well, whatever. We got some science, and we're still getting some more, actually. So, can't complain. Science that we get. 0.7 science. Whatever. Something. Alright. Now it's time for the first attempt at actually landing this thing. Have your funny alerts ready, because this could be a problem. Oh, I gotta turn steering off. Glad I checked that. That would have killed me. Okay, I'm just gonna put all 3 notches in, and we're just gonna deploy these like really aggressively to try and slow ourselves down as we get to the deeper atmosphere here. Really do not want to tear the wings off this thing. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but it kind of takes a while to build it. Alright, back down to, I think we said 28 degrees is what we were safe at without them stalling. So go for that. Gear is coming down. Alright guys, pray for Neil Lewis. We completed all the contract requirements, we just have to land. Okay, and we'll give it one more notch. Try to get that speed down. Because right now we are going very fast. Maybe we'll give it like just a bunch. We're just gonna use them as spoilers. Stalling that deflection, which is not surprising. Alright, we're gonna turn them into spoilers here. Which they are very effective at, my goodness. Alright, and turn them back into flaps and fully deflect them at 20 degrees. Okay. We are coming in a little quick here. Let's do some totally legitimate braking maneuvers here. Alright, do this thing. Stabilize. Touchdown. Parachute out. Brakes applied. I need that parachute to deploy. Okay, a little bit of a wheelie. Oh, we Freaking did it. Let's go. Come on, Neil. And the airplane's still in one piece. Come on, guys. Big ups for the program right there. That is the first successful landing of that aircraft, so that's very exciting. And look at all the rep that got us. Wow. Maybe we should do more. Anyway. Alright. Let's do our biological experiment, shall we? Alright. I know, too easy for Neil, dude. Too easy. Neil just cannot be stopped. Shout out Neil. Alright, only objective on this flight is to reach 100 kilometers, which this thing should be able to do easily. So, worries on that front. Obviously, engine failures would be a problem. So, let's hope that doesn't happen. Through our X1 flights, we are now at 8,000 flight data out of 10,000. So, this engine is becoming... I'm not going to call it reliable, because I think that would be a gross overstatement, but it is becoming not as unreliable. Because I think if I call it reliable, that's just asking for trouble. But okay, this is a pretty good progress so far. We're getting quite a bit done here. You spin me right round, right round. Alright. Keep an eye on this. We gotta wait for the Q penalty to go down. And have a little coast period here, which is fine. Q penalty is decreasing. Let's hit it. Good ignition on our RP engine. Okay, all looks good. We just need this number up here to go to 100. Which, unless anything happens in the next, like, 3 seconds, it will. Really feel like I'm just purposely jinxing myself at this point. Okay, there we go. 100 meters, or 100 kilometers, sorry. That is the contract requirement, which is great. So, we can go a little bit higher. I don't want to push it too high. I'll probably cut the engines if we seem like we're going to go too high. Because I really don't want to not be able to stop this thing. So we'll stop it at like 180, I think. So right about there. We had another couple seconds of run time on that engine, but I think it's better that we just successfully recover it. So, all right, there's 140. Can warp here. All right, and now let's watch this thing come home. We're really hoping that it does not enter too quickly where we cannot deploy the parachute, because that would be bad. Arguably terrible. Perhaps tragic. Certainly sad. I know, my way with words is just truly breathtaking. You guys don't have to tell me. Okay. We are spinning. Kind of want to time warp, but I feel like... Okay, we can time warp a little bit. See, now this is what I was concerned about. I really don't want this thing to enter nose first. Because then it's going to be like aerodynamic. And it might explode. Okay, well, we can safely deploy our parachute now, so we're fine. It just might rip itself apart. So we're going to wait a little bit until we get down to, like, probably now. Yep. Saw that coming. But it's fine. Because, what did we even lose? Oh, we just lost 2 of our fins. Oh, who needs fins anyway? What are we? A bunch of losers? Alright, and now we wait. Yeah, it's a bit of a violent re-entry process, but I mean, it worked. Still have 2 fins left, you know? Could be worse. Could have no fins left, or more of a problem would be no rocket left. All for science. Exactly. We were just testing their fins to their natural limit. See, you got it. That's exactly correct. And I guess the engine too. Okay, please don't break. Ooh, okay, we're good. We're good. Guys, that's a contract complete. Yippee! Come on, guys. First try on a contract? Who knew it was possible? I didn't know it was possible. All right, R&D. We have 22 science, which is a, pardon my language, but a bunch. Okay, we're going to get all of that. X-plane stuff we can have going on. About this stuff. Actually, we're going to cancel that for and then, yeah, that looks pretty good. Cool. All right, reputation we need more of course, as always. Let's take a look here. What is our next biological experiment contract? 75 and 120. I'm almost certain we can do that. We will simulate this to check. Because I don't want to just build this rocket and it not be able to accomplish the contract. So the only change we have to make is just expand this tank 75 units like that. But I think we'll still be fine. We can get the better version of the nuke. What does this allow me to? 17. Okay. It's about the same reliability. Better ISP. What does that do for us? I mean, we have to modify the launch pad. Yeah, it does. Never mind. We're not doing that. We ain't doing it. Okay, this thing's good. Let's simulate it quick and make sure. I'm gonna go eat. I'll be back in an hour if you're still live. Going. Okay, sounds good, Bobbles. I don't know if we'll be live in an hour. We might be. Going for an hour and a half, so that would be 2.5. Yeah, I mean, it's not entirely unlikely. We'll see. Well, either way, thank you for being here. This has been a amazing stream back. Alright, we can time warp through this. It's just the sim. Just want to make sure that we get to 120. Which, honestly, I would be quite shocked if we didn't, but it is worth it. I honestly don't think it's even close. I mean, we did increase the massive sounding payload, so I guess there's a chance it's close. Oh. I thought we had failures off. I thought failures weren't enabled. Okay. Oops. Hee hee. Let's do that again. I guess I enabled failures at some point. Oh, when we're doing the X-planes testing, I think I did. Oh no, it was when we were doing testing. Yeah. Okay. Seize. Okay, well that hasn't happened before. What changed to make those want to explode? I have no idea. Oh, whatever. Oh, it just failed again. That time it was just a regular fail. Cool, let's do it again. Oh, this is why I hate simulating. I know I could just go back and change failures. Just turn off failures. The simulations. But I don't care. Alright, if this one fails, we're just going to assume it works. Yeah, that is new, though. At least we're not doing that before. Wonder why they're doing it. Really, we didn't change the fins at all. We added more mass, which we think would means we go slower, which means that they would be experiencing less heat. Whatever. Alright, ignited. Thank goodness. These ones are supersonic, though. These ones are fun. Honestly, it's spinning so much that I really don't think it's a problem. I think totally fun. Okay, we're definitely gonna make it, but see how high we can make it for future reference. With 75 units of sounding payload on board. I think the answer is gonna be like bin. What do you mean by bin, Neil? What does that mean? Okay, there's 150. I think just bin. Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. Yeah, that totally makes a lot of sense. Thank you for that comment. Okay, there's 200. Yeah, I think we're totally. Okay. This thing is overly. Can't really see how that could be misunderstood. No, yeah, that's my bad. I clearly was just not familiar with your game. All right, this thing's all ready. We meet the contract requirements, so let's get that building. I think we'll try and get our suborbital program done today. Our main goal. Don't know if that's actually where we'll stop or not, but I think that's kind of where we're going to be looking at. So. Alright, there's 90 researchers. We still need more, but auto-hire these engineers. So. Which is probably more important right now. So once we get past this program, we can get more weapon money and stuff to start hiring more. We could do another X-Planes launch. Attempt? Yeah, right. I will use it for an upper stage engine later. I think I did that last time. I think this is kind of a cool. Alright, let's get all that going. Sounding on my rocket. Wow. Yeah, we definitely get more engines on. We'll probably completely stop doing X-Planes here for a little bit while we're trying to get that V2 built. Guess we really need to get that low space foam return. Revated for new stage with F1 stage is the goal. Yeah, no, that's totally reasonable. That sounds like something we probably actually build. See, but what does that say? The fact that that's something we might build, does that speak to us being trash or the game being trash for not encouraging us more to build that? These are the things you got to think about, guys. Oh, man. Now you're making me want to do some really stupid shit with the Vernuke. We definitely could do some pretty wacky things. That is for sure. Man, I'm trying to think of some funny ideas now. There's definitely a lot we could do. Probably should have tried to fix the whole really fast re-entry thing, seeing how we're going higher this time. But you know, what engineer ever succeeded by actually fixing problems? Okay, good ignition on the RB. Praise the Lord, I really needed that. It has it, starships. Landing thrusters are switched from methane hot gas thrusters to... Oh, that's true, yeah, I read that. Yeah. Just read that on SpaceX's website, actually. What was that engine in real life? Was that... It's French, I think. But was it like... Was it their sounding rocket engine, or what did they actually use it for? I honestly know nothing about the engine besides what I know about it from RP-1. Kind of curious to see that. Ooh, we had engine failure. Well, we're still gonna get the contract done. But, not gonna get quite as high as we wanted. See the Blue Origin static fired? Yeah, I did. That was their, that was the engine for their lander, right? It's the B7 or whatever. Is that what it is? That. That was a cool video. It's cool they posted just the whole thing. That's pretty badass. I think they needed a PR win after the whole New Glenn vaporization thing. Okay, yeah, it seems like we're coming in a lot faster this time. Guys? Okay. Okay, well, see, now the difference this time is we just lost all of the fins instead of just one. But we don't need the fins, guys. Oh, it's because we had all this propellant on board, probably. That probably made us way heavier. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Well, we got the contract done. I don't care. We got science. We did our thing. No. Honestly, it's probably a good idea to add a decoupler to this to separate the biocapsule from the rest of it. Just kind of trying to save on parts by not. But I don't think we're really getting much money back, especially because the engine explodes. So we'll probably do that on the next version. There you go, another contract complete. Hey, Major General, welcome. Yeah, it has been a while. I apologize. I was away and I was not able to stream. It hurt me. Don't worry. It hurt my feeling. Okay. Okay, so we have a decision to make here. Do we want to focus on doing X-planes or more of the biological experiments? I don't know. We also just do a sounding launch, which is also an option. I think what we're seems renewed power to rocket. Okay, yeah. So sounding rocket in the 60s, 12 meters, aperage of 100 from Guyana. Interesting. Thank you for the research. Yeah, I think we will pause doing our sounding flights for just a little bit. Recondition the pattern. I think we're gonna move those staff over to the B2 just for now. We'll come back and finish up our biocapsule stuff. We really need this to get done at a reasonable pace. It's quite capable actually for a sounding rocket. Yeah, 135 kilometers. We're hitting like 200. Don't tell me shit. All right. All that's good. That was fine last time. Maybe we can go like 120. All right, let's do it. Did they ever slap it on the X-plane though? Because we did. Oh my gosh, it says that all the engines have failed. Oh wait, no it doesn't. Oh my gosh, no, that does say they failed. Are they gonna light? Apparently, yes. Wait, what? Oh, and it kept the old runtime. I don't understand. But I'm not going to question it. No, not even a little bit. We actually had all 4 late this time, which did not happen last time. Very successful. Great success! You guys like Borat impressions? I could do a lot of Borat impressions. Okay, we need to reach 20 kilometers and hit 550 meters per second, which is easy. We're going to shut down one. Oh, I can't shut that one down because it didn't fail last time. Oh, alright, well, we're going to have a little bit of off-center thrust here. But we do not want to go to here. Wait, French program to develop a Super V. Since they couldn't do it, they just settled for a 10th scale missile. Interesting. I'll have to do some research on that. That sounds very interesting. Okay. Honestly, we don't really have like a bunch of like main objectives for this one. I was kind of just, I think before I just got very burnt out, and I'm kind of just feeling like we're just gonna try and enjoy ourselves, pretty much. We're going 1,100 meters per second right now with frequency in an airplane, just in case you guys hadn't noticed. So I'm gonna cut those. But yeah, like no like real overarching goal. We're just gonna be here and doing a lot of fun missions and just trying to see how we can do. It's kind of my current feelings on it. And that might change, you know. We might come up with some ideas that we want to do. But for now, it's kind of where we're at. That. There, Fanuc outlived the guillotine. Kind of crazy that thing was still around when Ariane was first launching. That's true. Wait, you're saying the guillotine or the Fanuc? Which one was around when the Ariane was first launching? Because I would believe you if you told me either of them. The guillotine? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, shut up, French people. Just kidding. Who would ever want to shout out the French? Guys, my 18 French viewers just rage quit the stream. It's GG. Gonna have to go out on the streets for this month's food allowance. Okay, I'm gonna do something stupid, which is just deploy these fully. Speaking of the guillotine, where's Gleb gone off to? Hey, Gleb has retired long ago. Hey, Peter. Welcome. Gleb, it won't let me name Kerbals in this, or else I would. I would make us a new Gleb. But Gleb is sitting on an island somewhere, just sipping a cold margarita or something. I don't know, something like that. Man, these spoilers are really effective. Only air brakes, right? This is kind of amazing. I mean, for a rapid descent, you can't ask for much better than this. This doesn't seem right. I'm basically falling straight down and not gaining airspeed. Maybe I could land this thing like with the air brakes as a parachute. It's kind of cool though. Alright, and then we bring him up and it starts flying like an airplane again. Cool. When I try combat flaps, my F-18 and War Thunder remark 0.6, they rip off. Oh, dude, don't talk to me about War Thunder. I have way too many hours in that game. I can't say I enjoyed a single one of them. That game for me was always looking forward to flying something and then being really underwhelmed when I finally got to it. Is this going to last? I got you. Can one of the mods make that pole? Any of them? How? Okay, we are going really fast here. Okay, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be okay. Yep. Totally standard landing procedure here. Nothing to see, folks. Yep. Okay, a little bit of a hard touchdown. Oh yeah. As if it was ever a question.
No.
Yeah, try again next time, Neo.
Oh, no.
Try again next time.
No.
You ain't got shit, Neo. Here, I can make the poll quick. Sorry, make me a poll. Give me 1 second. Yo, what up, are you my dad? Alright, I've started the poll. Go ahead and vote. Feel like death? Oh, I'm sorry, bro. Are you talking about Neil? Anyway, there's a poll up. You guys can vote for how long Neil's gonna last. What are we doing? I don't think there's another... Is there another experimental rocket plane? There is. Can I make it to that? When does the X1 cockpit run out of oxygen? Does anyone know the answer? I definitely do. Tell you. It's unpressurized, I know that. No, does anyone actually know the answer to how high the X-Plane cockpit can make it? Above 30 kilometers. Okay. So, that one is for 28 kilometers. That one. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, we'll just keep running X-Planes in the background while we're waiting for our VT. And also while our research is being fun. Okay, he doesn't need to train yet because this is going to take 18 days. I mean, we can just get him trained. It's fine. Oh, he's until 6th of March. Which actually might still end up 5 minutes before you really wanted it to. A break briefly as to not suffocate Neil. Okay, so you just want me to touch above 30 kilometers, just not go too far. Yeah, that seems totally safe. Let's see what could possibly go wrong with that. Okay. We are almost maxing out our engineers here for B2. Oh, we can get more. I don't want any of those. I'm not gonna do it. This will be done soon-ish. And then early science is all we need to complete this first program. Playing War Thunder. Tech tree did play. I did mostly American because I'm kind of boring like that. I have what used to be like the entire American tech tree, but that doesn't really. I'm sure it's been like a year since I've played it, so I'm sure that I'm behind now. Wow, nobody thinks Neil's gonna make it into orbit, huh? Yeah, they're a bunch of sourpusses. I think Neil's gonna make it. I say as he inevitably dies on this flight. Okay, all 4. Oh wait, we maxed out flight data on them. That's kind of cool. Alright, we gotta reach 700 meters per second and 28,000 meters. So right under where it's going to kill us. I think Neil's gonna be fine, guys. I think you guys are just a bunch of Debbie Downers, you know? I think we're gonna be totally fine. And if I'm wrong, then, you know, blame Neo or something, I don't know. Okay. Oh yeah, I can't shut down these engines. Oh, I can shut down that one momentarily. Oh, well, see, I didn't have to because it failed itself. Okay, we are over our height that we want to be going. Oh, now we're under it. Wow, it turns out aerodynamics have a lot to do with how high you go. Would have guessed. Okay, come on. We don't have much time to be playing around. Alright, there's 29. Just hold that. Yeah, there we go. If I was going to do like a sub goal that was meant to be like torture for me, I would do playing War Thunder. Just to clarify. Okay. Well, you got what you wanted, Neo. Neil was briefly suffocating. But yeah, I do not enjoy that game a massive amount. What plane did I really enjoy flying? Also, I have most of the Israeli tech tree. The Israeli A4 Skyhawk. I forget which one that is. I think it's called something completely differently. I really enjoyed that plane. It was overpowered when I played it, which is probably why I enjoyed it. But that is one that I can remember actually having fun in, which is a rare occasion for playing War Thunder. Yeah, slow down a little bit so we don't accidentally kill alive. But I want to get as much of the science as I can. So, Neil, you might be getting cooked a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Sub goal on your ascent to naval warfare. That would just be evil. And it would also kind of not, you know, the branding is pro pilot, so, you know, from a branding perspective, I don't know if I could do naval stuff. Sorry. I mean, it's not, you know, It's not my fault. It's Neo's fault somehow. Alright, let's get those flaps out early, because last time we were very fast coming in, and I would like to prevent that from happening. Yeah, I'd prefer to not play War Thunder. But again, like, honestly, if you guys really wanted to see it, it doesn't even have to be like a sub goal. I could just do it. But it's also like 100 gigs, isn't it? I don't even know if I have that much space on my computer. Anyone know how much storage space War Thunder is? It's a lot, I think. Unless I'm misremembering. That's one of those games where it could either be like 10 gigs or 100, and I have no idea which one it is. Like 60? Oh, okay. Well, I think I might have 60. I just installed a 300 gigabyte Skyrim mod pack, so my storage is feeling the pain. Depends on what textures. Oh, right. Some 20 to 140. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, maybe I could just do the 20 gigabyte version. Everyone can look at my ugly ass textures. Although, to be honest, that is like... I hate giving War Thunder credit on anything, but the graphics are very impressive for how easy that game is to run. I don't know how they do it. Same with I think it's called Enlisted. It's one of their other games. It's like a first-person shooter. I was always very impressed with how how they were able to get such good graphics with such as well. So I hate to say it, but I gotta give them credit on that. Let's not do any more turns. We don't want to slow down too much. Fast and too slow. Let's crab our way in. Just like this. So we don't pick up any speed as we descend. Just doing a little dance. Neil's just making her dance a little bit. That's all. Okay. Get back on the runway. I saw your message, Neo. I just can't read it this second. I gotta lock in. Okay. Very good. Alright, what's the message? I was impressed with my mouse how insanely old War Thunder is, but still runs after so many graphical updates. That's true. I mean, they must have like completely revamped the back end of that game like 12 times, it feels like. Okay, we're getting close to our rep cap, which is a fanatissimo. This will be done in the 120 days. We are out of X-Plane contracts which means that we will take a pause on X-Planes and go back to sounding rockets, I think. So, that is what we shall do. We're getting very close to reaching our engineers here. 23 days, not actually as close as I thought we were. If we scrap this, we get 1,000 funds. Is this worth doing? Seeing that for our next X-Plane stuff, we're probably going to be building a new one anyway? Don't scrap? Okay, fine. We'll leave it in storage. Museum piece? Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright. So that being said, I think we're kind of in a waiting place right now. I mean, we can get one of the, don't ever say that again, Neo. Come on, dude. Come on. You can't be saying that, dude. Come on. Come on. You can't be calling me a good boy. Come on. I mean, like, you know, it's kind of cute. Like, you know, I'll take it. But come on. You know, you can't be saying that in public. There's people watching. Come on. Alright, so 115 units, 100... Let's make sure our rocket can do this. I think it can. It also sounds like it's about to rain outside. Oh. It might already be raining. Yeah, it's definitely already raining, but I hear thunder. If the stream randomly goes down, then you know why. Brother, what? Look, dude, like, that's what I said. Like, you can't be saying that stuff, you know. Blame Neo, not me. Not my fault. I told Neo to keep our relationship a secret, so it's his fault. Okay. Let's simulate this and check if it can do it. I think it will be able to, but it might actually be close. I think we're kind of reaching the limit of this, through sounding here. But let's see. I think, yeah, we maxed out flight data. It's kind of cool. Or the Vanuge, however you would pronounce it. I'm just gonna do a little bit of time warping here because it doesn't actually show me the Q penalty, so I just want to simulate what it will actually be like. Because I turned off failures. Alright, good ignition on the RB. I don't know if I can time warp. Yeah, I really shouldn't time warp this part because it makes it SAS way quicker. It looks like we'll be fine. I thought sounding payload weighed way more than it does, I think. Like, this is really not that bad. Maybe the Renuk is just such a amazing engine that it just doesn't care. Maybe it just is so amazing. Yeah, totally that. Can't be anything else. Alright, we're looking good here. There's, well, not quite, but we're about to be at our goal. Right now, and yeah, we have some performance to spare. Okay, cool. I know, like, okay, for context, I used to make fun of my brother because it's the engine he always used to start using, or start his playthroughs by using. And I was like, yeah, that engine is so unreliable, what are you doing? And then I was like, but wait a minute. It is like really good performance for this stage in the game. So I was converted. I will not lie. Alright, let's get a Baubles 2 building. I should have called this Baubles Bio, but I did not do that. I wonder if there's a sounding payload we can get done at the same time. Nope, can't do two at the same time. We'll take the staff off of here and put them on here. Maybe we'll take a well, how long is this gonna take? 100, yeah, maybe we'll take another 8 off of you. That'll be done in 55 days then, which is fine. Then we will still reach the engineers that we need at a relatively reasonable pace. What if you just, if flight data, you could build data and make the same rocket faster? Oh, no, I think that is a thing. Well, okay, kind of. So you gain launch pad efficiency, which is kind of what you're talking about. So like as a launch pad builds rockets, it gets better at it, and it does build quicker. I think that's what you're saying. I think. Okay, 50 days on that, 55 days on that. So we can just warp for this. Then that has 48 days left once we're done with this. Allow the bio experiment. Okay, and then that's our low space film return. We are getting there on our early science. We need to get this going a lot quicker. Let's go to 150. Leave ourselves 1500 in reserve. So we need to get our research going way quicker here. Research is definitely falling behind. But yeah, you kind of do have build data. You have the launch pads gain efficiency as you use them, which is kind of the same thing. So that system is sort of in the game. But it's based on the launch pad, not on the rocket, which is kind of interesting. So you can build, like if you have a launch pad with like max efficiency, it is a lot of the times worth it to upgrade it. That's one of the systems I actually don't like. The fact that when you build a completely new launch pad instead of upgrading one, that you have to start again on launch pad efficiency. I mean, I get it because, like, you know, it makes sense logically, but it annoys me because it's like it really encourages you to not build multiple launch pads. Which again, you know, the advantages to building multiple launch pads are maybe outweigh it, but it's a much more difficult decision, which is maybe what they were intending. I don't know. I'm not an RP-1 dev. Alright, separation, ullage, and ignition. Oh, we had an immediate performance loss though. Not noticed that. That's probably going to stop this from being a success, I would guess. Actually, almost certainly it will. So our thrust to weight is still less than 1 right now. We're already halfway through our fuel. So I think we're making 140 kilometers. Shoot! That's the first launch failure in a minute. Well, we're still getting science on the biocapsule, so not the end of the world. How many extra buildings can you have besides for the starting ones? What do you mean? Like, how many launch pads can you have? Or do you mean, like, the Kerbal construct, like, actual like, buildings at the launch facility? I don't think you can have any extra, like, buildings. You can have, like, a bunch of launch pads. You can also have multiple launch sites as well. You can launch from multiple locations on the map. Yeah, 107. I mean, it wasn't bad. It just wasn't enough. So, it sucks, but... Again, still science, still flight data. Can't complain. We can very easily just build another one of these to launch, so... Yeah, changing this so that only this part comes back was definitely a decision. Okay, yeah, we can also pull the parachute way later on this. It's kind of tumbling weird. I wonder why it's doing that. I think this parachute might be oversized for this size of payload, but whatever. Yep, it is definitely raining right now. So if the stream drops out, you guys know why. I love Florida. Florida is so much fun. Must be because it's French. Must be. Alright, well, slight failure, but not the end of the world. We will recover. Oui, oui, monsieur. I love Team Vitality. They are the best Counter-Strike team. Okay. Let's look. I think we pretty much went satellite air material science. We're on the orbital rocketry. You. That's cool. Alright, let's build another one of those. Just have it going in the background. They're worth doing for sure, so. We'll keep that up. How are we doing on flight data, Araby? We're at 7,000, so not bad. We could put on the more reliable one with more thrust and better ISP. Maybe that's actually worth doing. Is it the same propellants, I wonder? That one. No, it's not. So I'm not going to do that. So the reason I'm not doing this is I don't want to modify these launch pads. The engines are definitely objectively better. I can put aluminum fuselage on it, because I don't need to build a new pad for that. I just have to tool them. Oh. Oh. Never mind. That's actually also not true. Well, I could do that. I could just change this one. I could also change this one. Yeah, we'll probably do that. Not like a huge performance gain, but I mean, it's something. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, let's get that building. To be honest, we don't need the performance gain right now, but it might come in handy later, so certainly worth looking. How much different is setting up a satellite in RP-1 than stock? Depends on what you mean by setting up. Is the honest answer. Like, actually, like, getting a rocket into orbit is incredibly different. But in terms of, like, you know, orbital positioning and all that stuff, it's not as different as you would think. I mean, it is, but it's not quite as severe. It's just the fact that it's so much more difficult to get into orbit. That's what I would say to that question. Okay. We have both of our rockets rolling out, which is amazing. We can try and get this bio one done. Oops, I had time more than I wanted to there. Hee hee. I'm so quirky and silly. Oh. Good ignition on our first stage here. Let's try it again. Goal for this one is 140 kilometers. This biocapsule on the top, so. And the sounding payload as well. Yeah, this is aluminum now, so maybe we'll have better performance. I don't know. I mean, you'd think we would. I don't see why we would. So. Yippee. Okay. Well, that sucks. We're still gonna fire the second stage. Just to get the flight data, but this thing's definitely not making it high enough. Cut the cameras, seriously. Oh wow, it is absolutely throwing it down outside. Huh. Yeah guys, I gotta be honest, it does not seem unlikely that I lose power here, so. I don't think we're even gonna get high enough to do the bio experiment. We might. We'll see. I kinda hope we don't. The Vernu can never fail. Yeah, totally. Totally didn't just fail. Spin my imagination. Yeah. I'm not gonna bother recovering this one. We're just gonna range safety it. And yeah, that's with 10,000 flight data too, which is awesome. I love when my engines fail even with max flight data. Alright, well, we gotta switch around our contracts here. Cancel this one and do a low space form return. Okay. This is a very big launch. This launch is gonna decide if we're on a really good pace or just an okay pace, because it's our first launch and we have literally 0 flight data on this engine. So yeah, let's see what happens. I'm gonna let it burn for a second, like that. Alright, let's pray, guys. The golden rocket. Are you ready, kids? Aye, Cap. I can't hear you. Who lives in a pineapple? See. Alright, well, halfway through the burn, so far so good. We could also throttle this engine down, which is kind of weird for an engine of this era. We're not gonna, because there's no reason to. But if there was a reason to, kind of cool that we can. Might want to be going a little bit more vertical here, to be honest. Well, I don't know, we're probably fine. Yeah, we're fine. Come on, baby. Just a little bit further, a little bit further. You can have a performance loss if you want, just don't fail. Okay, we did it. Yippee. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Celebrations all around. Actually, we killed it. Way more than we needed to. Heh, that would have been awkward. That thing just slammed into us and we died. But it didn't. Look at this. We're getting a tiny amount of science. Not amazing, guys. Alright, cool. Let's watch as she comes on back in. Perfect. Looks good. Alright, and we just have to recover it. That is a contract complete. Second to last contract for our first program, in fact. Which is amazing news. Alright, it's 1500. Get that parachute out so we're not playing around with it. Alright, and now we wait. It's my favorite part of this game. How are we doing on Twitch right now? Where are we at in terms of categories? Hey, we're number 3. That's not bad. Shout out, guys. Although, to be honest, we're 40 viewers different from number 2 and 1. Or, number 2. Or not from number... Oh, no, we're number 4. Yeah, I'm just going to stop talking. We'll take number 4. That's pretty big. Although we are 4 out of, like, 10. But, you know, whatever. Oh my goodness, it's storming out there. Take a peep out my window. Oh my goodness. I'm kind of terrified my apartment's gonna flood. I live in a very flood-happy. Yeah, my bad. I honestly forget that I have a soundboard, so that's my fault. Oh, you mean you guys want a yippee sound? Oh, I see what you mean now. Sorry, I'm being stupid. Yeah, I should add that. That's a great idea. You guys are smart, man. What would I do without my viewers? I mean, well, literally, but also just with the ideas. Okay. Let's get another Bio 1 building. Try this launch for a time. And what do we have left to do? We have our advanced bio experiment, and then that's it. I think. We could do some of the optional contracts, because there are other low space film returns we could. But they're probably not worth it. Let's look here. No. No. Probably. Or that. Probably that, actually. Yeah, probably that. No. No. Yeah, probably that. Can you guys hear that thunder? Oh my goodness. It's coming down up there. No, I don't care about that. Early rocket engine is always good. Integration to isogrid tanks is very tempting. I'll probably take that. Is there something else that kind of makes me interested? We'll have to go, but I may be back. Oh, see you, Major General. Thanks for being here. I think researcher salary being cheaper is good. I think we're going to take that. Yeah, take that. And then... Trash. Trash. Not right now. Okay. We're okay with that for now. I'm thinking about it. So we need to first bio done 100 days. So until then, I guess there's no harm in doing space film return. So we'll just do that. That seems like a valid thing to do with our time. I mean, we can definitely do this. We definitely have a rocket that can accomplish that. So take this for now, and then we'll get one of those built again. And we might as well do them. It's something to do, something to spend our time on. Until we have our advanced biocapsule unlocked. Oh, let's get another one of these queued up. Just like that. Do you guys really not hear that lightning? It is like actually shaking my house. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Really hope my new air conditioning doesn't immediately die on me. Okay, 46 days till that is complete. This is going to take 97 days, which means right after that is done, we'll be able to do early science, which is the last contract for our first program. So, let's do a little bit of whooping here. We're almost at our rep cap, getting very close, which is amazing news. Let's make it daytime for this launch. And let's hope this one goes well, because this launch has been a little difficult for us. We've had some repeated failures, let's say. So, let's see if we can break the streak here. I'll look at the weather radar, see how long it's going to last for. Let's see. What if I'm doxing myself by telling you guys it's raining? Oh, it's almost over. Oh, okay. It's just a little speck of storm. So, that's fine. Maybe I shouldn't say it's raining. Well, I don't know. It's a lot of places it's probably raining. Especially. So I think I'm probably fine. We gotta find... we're probably gonna end here fairly soon. Been going 2 hours and 20. Gotta find somebody to raid. I'm trying to do more raids. I feel like raids are a lot of fun. It's a good way to cross communities with people, kind of thing. Yeah, good ignition. If we can make it through the startup time, the reliability goes way up, like now. So we're much better off if we can make it through those first couple of seconds of burn on that. So we're looking pretty good now. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. All looks good currently. For now. Possibly. Yeah. Okay. Unless anything goes catastrophically wrong right at the end here, we're gonna be doing it. Which is amazing. There we go, and contract complete. Fantastic. We'll let this one go, because now that we have that decoupler, we can go as high as we want, and just spend more time in space getting science, so there's no harm in doing that now. Because we are going to want to farm this biological capsule for all the science it'll give us. There you go. 198, this configuration. Almost 200 with the force decoupler. I wonder if there's any usefulness to that. I wonder if you could build something that requires the force of the decoupler to actually work. I would be interested to see that. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot, guys. I freaking decoupled the sounding payload before we made it to 100 kilometers. Ah, somebody shoot me. Oh my goodness. I'm such an idiot. We literally did the contract, but I didn't. Ah! I cannot believe I flubbed that. That was so dumb of me. Okay, well, we get to launch another one of these now. Yay! I love doing repeated sounding launches. They're so much fun. I love it. I love it. Alright, well, whatever. We can do it again. Slightly suboptimal. Yeah, just slightly. Just slightly. I mean, we still got science. Like, those launches are worth. Just, yeah, kind of sucks. Alright, well, we'll queue another one of those up. We can start getting our orbital rocketry now. I guess let's put that on the burner and then mature supersonic flight on. Alright, well, that's fine. You know, no issues at all. Phone just stopped showing me chat messages. There we go. Back. Okay. Well, let's build another one. Well, I'm definitely going to have plenty of flight data. That's for sure. Alright, that is going again. I'm going to finish stuff first, though, so. Alright, nothing else to do, but until this is done. And then this will be done. And start designing our last rocket for that program, which will be very exciting. All right, do this mission one last time, and then I'm never doing it again, I hope. Please, please no failures. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. All right, let's run it. We're at almost max flight data on both engines. We are maxed out on the but not quite on the RP yet. And of course, as Neo will happily tell me, that engine can't fail. It's impossible. So, what am I even worried about, you know? What am I even concerned about? Peter, are you still here, by the way? That's correct. I'm so glad. So glad you think so, Neo. You know, I hate to say it, but you've actually been mostly correct. That engine has been pretty stupidly reliable for us so far. I really don't like that you're right about that, but, you know, whatever. Alright, here we go. And separation, ullage, ignition. Fuck! Ugh! Damn it! That mission is cursed. We're never getting that contract done. That's probably not an exaggeration either, because we're probably going to finish the program before we even get that contract done. Come on, man! That engine had a 95% chance to light. We're hitting 5% rolls on the daily, bro. Come on. Whatever. I mean, it's good that we're getting data on it since we'll use it for our moon rocket. It's not even the right fucking engine. It's the Araby. Ah! I'm not upset, you're upset. Okay, maybe I'm a little upset. Maybe I'm just a tiny bit upset. Just the tiniest bit upset. Let's talk about the nuke. Well, we're already maxed out on flight data on that engine, so there's not much more we could do with that one. There might actually be better variants of it that we get, but then we can have to reset the flight data process. But all right, let's try and get this one done. Need to reach. We're actually gonna have to fly this one a little more precisely. This one's not quite as free as the last one. We need to reach 400 kilometers downrange with an apogee of 150 kilometers. Don't exactly know where I'm trying to fly this thing, but we'll play it by ear. I'm sure that's never gone wrong for anybody. Let's try that. Give it a little bit of an upward boost. I forget exactly where we got on our last one, but I think we were actually pretty close to just getting this done last time, so. The hard part's 150 kilometers, I think. I think the downrange is free. We just need to make sure we go vertically enough. Place that engine with 4. Honestly, I should sit down and do the math. It might be more reliable. Well, no, it's definitely not. 2 of them would be more reliable than this engine, which is an insane but true statement. We need to bring it down. Just as much horizontal as we can get. Alright, well, that's the best we can do. See if we made it. Feels like we did, but apogee's 185. Oh. It's gonna be close. It's actually gonna be really freaking close. Also give them gimbal with 2 robotic hinges. You gotta stop, dude. You're just not like, you know, you do you, but like it feels like you're really on the hype train here. Alright, come on, pitch down. Pitch down. Please pitch down. I basically need this thing to glide if we're gonna make it. Okay. Set this all the way back up. It's gonna break. I don't know. Jeez, man. Oh, man. I don't know if we're gonna make it, man. Yeah, we're not gliding 50 kilometers with this thing, dude. That's just not happening. I mean, it'll glide, but it ain't gliding 50 kilometers. Ah, man. I messed that up. I bet that was that last minute freaking correction that I did. Ah, man. Man, our optional contracts are just not going well today, are they? All the mainline ones have gone pretty well, but the optional ones, not so much. That's annoying, though. We had the performance to complete that. I did not put that parachute up quick enough. Oh my gosh, we survived. Just a couple little bounces, you know, it happens. Violently beating it into the surface. Okay, well, whatever. We got some science. It's not the end of the world. We can move on to our advanced bio experiment now. Which is what that's probably the last thing we'll do for today. So do we have anybody else we care about right now? Alright. So, look here. We're just not going to do that. We're gonna first advanced bio experiment. Which, this is where our renuke's going to come into play. So we're going to use that stupid freaking... I wanted to look... Have we done any rocket? Yeah, we have done some rocketry research. But I don't think we have one that's better. Like, in practicality. So, we're just going to use it. And we're going to hope and pray. So, what we need to do is on to make you smaller. How big is the advanced capsule? About that big. About the size we need to do. And then, oh, maybe. That's 700. That's really. Why can't it just be a round number? And then, I'm going to add one of these. I'm going to make it high pressure, to make it into a cone. Make it 750 at the top. And what is this? This is 1.5? I think it is. It like that. We are going to use... Okay, will 1 do the job? Yes. What about if we use 2? Very interesting. Okay. And then we're going to add these. Make them smaller. To make them date potate. It can rotate pretty aggressively because it'll be up in the atmosphere. Make this 5. To make the bottom also do 5. Something like that. Colorable. That on there. Okay. This is pretty much it. Really not all that fancy. This is pretty much all we need. We just need to give this like 500 charge. That's about pretty oh, we need ullage. That is what I am forgetting. So, let's add ourselves... why are they not in the middle? Oh, because I did it weird. There we go. Yep, something like that. And the thrust limiter way down. Okay. This is pretty much it. Come on. Middle? Nope. Nope. There we go. Okay, and then we just need a parachute on the top. Okay. This is in theory all we will require. Oh, we don't actually need that decoupler anymore. Get rid of that. Yep. 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 Mark 2. Alright, let's simulate it. Oh, we need to add a sounding payload. I always forget about that. That's actually kind of nice because that means we up here this into a cone instead of a disgusting looking thing like what it was. We said it was 700. The top, like, I don't know, 500. Yeah, it's still too big. Something like that is probably good. We can also just add the coupler here. Just for the sake of it. That will make this thing re-enter. And then in here we need to make it high pressure. Put sounding payload in it. How much do we need? Contract 200 units. Long. like that. Good. Okay. This is pretty much everything that we need. See if it works. And then this will be our last official launch for today. Is the plan. Oh, we are dropping a lot of frames, aren't we? Not in the middle. Oh. Are you guys here? Seems my internet may be having some issues. Let me know in chat if you guys can hear me. I don't know. This is making it unwatchable thing. I don't know. It does seem like my Wi-Fi is having some problems. Let's see if I can figure this out. Why is that the case? Okay. Close out of that. Does that fix that slightly? Kind of. If I do this. Close out of that. Okay, that's a lot better. Are we back? I don't know if we're back or not. I'm just going to assume that we are and continue. If we're not back, let me know in chat. Alright, let's try this thing. Okay, we don't have enough controllable mass. We knew that was going to happen. Which means it's going to spin. But as that changes, we'll be okay. Yeah, I have no idea if we're here right now.
I'm back. I know that was long. That's my fault. That's my fault.
Alright, let's raid this quickly. If anyone's here to raid. Bye, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow.